Hey, I'm here today with Anil Rao from Analysys Mason. Anil, I'd like to get your perspective on the conference this week. What are your key takeaways from the conference so far?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me here, Louis. So for me, I think the main takeaway has been around NFV and SDN, which has been a hot topic for 5 years now. But I think there is more, a little bit of a reality check on what is possible, what is not possible, and how quickly you can do things. So in that context, I think business services is an area that is gaining more traction, and things like network on demand, network as a service type, enterprise services, and operationalization of these business services is a challenge, and that's where I see automation as a broader topic that will enable these business services to be launched on NFV SDN based services. And a very important aspect of this automation is how can service assurance really enable this automation. On the other hand, apart from NFV, it is also about the here and now. What can you do today? While obviously the NFV is going to take its time. But what can you do in the here and now to increase operational efficiency? And again, here's another area where assurance is going to increasingly play a role.
Awesome. So in that context, in the here and now, how do you feel EXFO is positioned, and how do you feel we're positioned as we move forward more virtualization in the network?
Yeah. So as I was saying, assurance, I think, is going to be a key enabler, and this is where obviously EXFO fits in broadly. But as we think about today's networks, increasing efficiencies of operations in today's networks, and increasing importance of automation in NFV-based networks, the key element is going to be how can you use analytics to sort of empower assurance, which can in turn sort of provide the right inputs to other systems such as orchestration, which could to sort of close the loop. And this needs to happen in some form even today, as we take this journey of automation from in operations of today's networks. Obviously, there is today a big trust gap in where the operations is today and the operations organization is today in terms of automation, because they like control. So there is a journey that needs that the CSPs have to go through to go from where they are today, where there is some automation, but there can be a lot more automation that can be done, and on that journey towards closed loop automation in NFV networks. So it is a journey. It needs to happen on a step-by-step basis, and in the process, increase the trust and sort of reduce the trust gap that exists, and also provide more of a guided automation, sort of an intermediate step towards the journey. And analytics plays an important role in that. And as we go along, the other aspect here is that as we go along towards the virtual networks, as the networks change dynamically, it's really important to understand how the topology is changing. So to have a real-time view of what the network topology is at any given point in time, which will sort of drive the assurance processes. And in that context, I think, so obviously I hear that you're now partnering with Ontology to provide this topology view in a more real-time fashion. So I suppose this combination is very interesting to me in this context of automation, where you use the latest view, the real-time view of the topology to inform assurance, and you bring in analytics to sort of have key enablers to sort of enable this journey of automation from today's networks to NFV.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anil, for your time. And have a great show.
Yeah, and you, Luis.